Out in the street, that's where we'll meet. So, this is new. So the NRA, which is the Nuclear Regulatory Authority in Japan, called TEPCO in today, which is yesterday in Japan, 16 hours ahead of us. 10 years. It's actually the 10th here in the eastern United States. March 10th that night when it happened, shortly after midnight on the 11th. So here, so they call them in and they report that their seismographs don't work. Well, no shit. I mean, again, the dog and pony show just goes on, just proves more of the AP story what a lie it is. I mean, it's frog boiling. Oh God, spent fuel pools are leaking at Fukushima, water's going down. That must mean there is spent fuel pools. It's frog boiling. So I go in there and says, well, what are you talking about? They haven't worked since the disaster happened. Most of it they can't even get to. You know, they're using it all by cranes. The whole dog and pony show using hundreds of thousands of slaves. That's what they are. The mob's been running it. You know, refugees, people that owe the mob money, homeless. The Christian Coalition's gone in and found dozens and dozens and dozens of urns with, you know, dead people all over in these Buddhist temples, in these, and it says right on the urn, Fukushima worker, name, origin unknown. So the dog and pony show, the seismics don't work. Trump's tax returns. So again, Deutsche Bank, Supreme Court, Kennedy, his son, there was a gift to Trump, his son. Kavanaugh, he loved his cow, he loved his plow. So they've ruled that Trump's tax returns go to the office in New York. They can see them. But read through the rest of it. They say not to be seen by the public. Same old, Operation Paperclip on Balco. Fucking the Deutsche Bank, his partner just recently hung himself in Los Angeles. So, I mean, here we go. So the Fukushima dog and pony show in earnest, and it's like somebody made a comment on one of these to me, and he says, yeah, we can put a man on the moon, but we can't get heat into Texas. And I'm like, this is the problem. Everybody's living in the past. That's a cliche from way back. Didn't we just put Perseverance? The exact same moment that Perseverance was beamed into every classroom in the country, landing on Mars to show the children how far great this land is, America. Children freezing to death in their house. Isn't NASA Houston? Houston, we got a problem. So the exact moment children are freezing, and this is important because the nuclear reactors, back to the seismic after the spent fuel dog and pony show, STP Comanche, the nuclear reactors didn't work, did they? Why? I thought they were the savior energy. They never worked, that's why. Not only they didn't work, they had to fire up the backup generators. Oh, they don't take energy. Fuel's not energy. Okay, this is Houston. You ever smelled it there? And so, go Oilers. Go Bushes. What? President Fox come to Mexico and W was afraid of the horses? They're from Kitty Buckmore, Maine. The Yale connection. Fucking. So, the seismographs were not working. The NRA jumps their ass. TEPCO says, what do you mean they're not working? They haven't worked since it happened. Of course they haven't worked. Everything was destroyed, blown to fucking smithereens. So, you know, the fairy tale. Oh, God. Now, this is how it works. So, the water levels lowering in Unit 1 and 2 in tide pools, that must be, tide pools, which are the new tide pools. Bob Beeman Blanche, world record holder, dead tide pool jumping, Kevin Blanche. Must mean that there are spent fuel pools. Now, they've had 10 years to rebuild some shit over there, so whatever they're talking about, but again, you believe them? ABC reported this. Now, remember, ABC used the fake footage. I'm the guy that matched that footage up from this new spent fuel pools at Hanford. So, here you go. The fucking, going on 10 years. 10 years of just plain ass fucking lies. And the American population, I was thinking about today, the psychology of the biology, or is it the biology of the psychology? Nature, you know, and I'm doing more work on when they separated me and my twin sister when we were 9, 8, you know, they were still experimenting. I mean, who won World War I? World War II? Not us. They just moved their fucking crazy fucking European madman fucking experiment fucking over here and did it here. So, yay, perseverance on Mars. Why children are freezing to death right there. Weren't they jumping up and down and cheering, all the scientists for NASA in Houston? I think they had power. You know, Ted Lee. I like everybody spoofing. Saturday Night Live, everybody's spoofing Ted Lee Harvey Oswald Cruz. But they won't dig into his background. I want to see his birth certificate. He wasn't born in the United States. Who's his dad? Well, the bad pigs didn't happen. Ted Cruz's dad is bad pig. There's pictures of Ted Cruz's dad with Lee Harvey, you know. They're CIA. Come on. Everybody knows that. I mean, fucking Lee Harvey, fucking Jeffrey Epstein, fucking Jack Ruby on fucking Balco, protecting. That's all they do is protect. You know, Trump's tax returns. So, New York, so what good's it do if the public doesn't get to see them? Huh. They said right in the ruling. How many people does it take to become president of the United States? 6. 5 Supreme Court justices and your daddy to put them. I love it how these lunatics are drank the Trump Kool-Aid, or what about Bush Gore? That one really was stuffed. Well, and the Supreme Court didn't rule. They ruled that they didn't have time to finish counting. And when they finally did finish counting, Gore had even won Florida, so that, I mean, it wasn't even close. You know? Not even close. The whole freaking country socially engineered into, you know, the whole Black Lives Matter was totally co-op from Kevin Blanch. I mean, totally. CIA turning into race bait, gun bait, gay bait. You know, the whole fucking music scene, the whole fucking Hollywood scene. I mean, it's just, the Illuminati. They don't illuminate. They fucking radiate. And you go along with it. I mean, it's all hiding in plain fucking sight. So, this is today. The seismographs don't work at Fukushima, so we couldn't get the readings from Fukushima. Well, no fucking shit. Nothing works there. It's all blown to smithereens. They've only spent, you know, how many trillions of dollars? You know, their answer's been to just cover it up. You know, everybody in the United States. So, really think about it. The biology of the psychology, or is it the psychology of the biology that's ruled your theology? Think about the fact that it's right there in plain sight, being told, and the American populace ignores it. Dead tide pools at your feet, the whole oceans collapse, all of it. You know, more animals and species have collapsed post-Fukushima in the past 10 years in an acute, radical fashion than the previous 2 million years combined. You know, nuclear, they've never happened before. Never happened at Chernobyl. Never happened at Mayak. Never happened at Santa Susana. Never fucking happened at Idaho National Lab. They've had bad accidents, bad ones. But this is the mother of all. It changed everything. It changed everything. So, at the exact moment, perseverance, I'll show you perseverance. Kevin Blanch, by definition, is perseverance. Sets down on Mars. Right there, Houston. Children freezing to death in their homes. Third world, I mean, there's Pacific Ocean dies, pandemic rages, fucking debt spirals out of control, housing crisis, homeless crisis. Fucking people aren't living longer, they're living less. Stock market makes all-time highs. Stay tuned.